These chocolate chip cookies are a family favorite. Every party I go to, I take them with me, and they are devoured by the time I leave. Secrets out though, I keep some at home for myself. So anyways, you and your friends and family are going to love these paleo chocolate chip cookies. In fact, you may even have people saying, they're what? Paleo? What's paleo? These taste amazing. What are you talking about? So these are my favorite too. What you need for this recipe is a medium mixing bowl, a small mixing bowl. You'll need a sifter, a whisk, a cookie scooper, as well as each of the ingredients for this recipe. All right, let's go ahead and start with the dry ingredients. I have 1.5 cups of almond flour here. We're going to take our sifter and dump that in. And go ahead and sift out any of the clumps that are in this. All right, set that aside. Then you're going to go ahead and add in 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then use your whisk to just go ahead and make sure that those are properly combined. Okay, now on to your wet ingredients. You're going to need 1 egg that has already been whisked until it's uniform in color. And then you're also going to need 1/3 cup agave. And 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. Make sure it's not too hot when you pour this in with your eggs, because you don't want it cooking the eggs. You'll have nice scrambled eggs. Lucky for me, this coconut oil has been cooled down already. And I'm going to go ahead and whisk that together. And then I also have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla to put in here. Whisk that up. All right. We're going to put our whisk aside and use the traditional fork to combine the dry and the wet ingredients. Make sure you get all the liquid at the bottom. Okay, now combine these together. Don't worry if it becomes a little bit runny. That's because the coconut oil is melted right now. We're going to go ahead and chill this after we add the chocolate chips, and it'll turn out just perfect. Okay, so now I have 1/2 cup of chocolate chips that I'm going to add to this and stir those in as well. These look perfect. This is what your dough should look like at this point. Very soft, very sticky, and not a whole lot like regular cookie dough. We're just going to pop this into the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes until it chills, or if you'd like to refrigerate it, you can, and that will take probably around an hour. You can leave this in the fridge overnight. It makes a great cookie dough coming out in the morning. This is what it should look like now. That coconut oil has chilled down enough for you to you can drop them with a spoon, or you can use a scooper to do that. All right, now you have this wonderful pan full of cookies. Just go ahead and press it down with your hand, or you can use the back of a spoon. Now, place your cookies in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 7 to 10 minutes. The cookies won't look quite done, but we'll allow them to keep cooking after they come out of the oven. After baking the cookies, you'll want to make sure that you remove them quickly from the pan. These particular cookies will burn quickly on the bottoms if you don't. To do that, what you're going to do is just make sure that your pan is level with the baking sheet and slide these off. Set the hot pan aside and allow the cookies to cool for about probably 10 to 20 minutes. Once they're cool, you can eat them. At this point, though, they're too warm and they will start to fall apart, though I have been known to shove several hot ones in my mouth at once. As long as you get the whole cookie in there, it won't crumble. Thanks so much for joining me for Paleo Chocolate Chip Cookies, and I wish you happy baking!